In Genesis 3:14, get it back up there for me, Joe. Go down. Right here. And I will put hostility or enmity between you and the woman. Talking about who? The serpent. This is the conversation with the Creator and the serpent. The serpent that they told us it was one snake in the garden. See, one snake in the garden dealing with one woman in the garden. But we were told that the man was alone, first of all, because Adam or Adama was a race of people. This explains how Cain married somebody, because there was more people on the earth than one man in a garden. And this serpent that they said, this one snake in the garden, was a race of serpents. It was a race of devils that was cast down. And so this is why Scripture says, the Creator is telling the devil and the serpent, race of serpents that came, and not just one, I will put hostility between you and the woman, and between your seed, the rest of them serpent devils that are with you, between that seed and her seed, the seed that was going to come from her, to deal with this situation. This is not a battle between good and evil. This is not a battle between God and Satan. This is not a battle between the devil and the Creator. This is a battle between the seed of the serpent race and the seed of the woman that will come forth to deal with this devil. That's why you're hated. Because you're the vehicle to bring forth the deliverance and the salvation of that which is needed in the universe, that which is needed in the earth, to deal with the enemy. So if he can close up your womb and make you a lesbian and put you on an island of Lesbo and make you think that it's all right to be with another woman, all right to be with another man, you stop the creation and you stop the power from the Creator from coming through the womb of this woman. The Scripture says that the seed of the woman was going to bruise the head of these serpents. In our text, the word head means to shake. The highest part, a ruler. And then he said that the serpent race was going to bruise the heel of the original seed. See, the original seed is going to crush and bruise your head, your authority, that which you think you're running, the highest place that you have. There's a seed that's coming through the woman that's going to bruise and crush that. Now you're gonna get something, man. You're gonna grab and bruise their heel. What does heel mean? It means to seize the heel, to restrain, as in holding the heel. And it means surplant. When I was looking at this definition, I couldn't help but think about Jacob and Esau. When they were in the womb getting ready to come forth from their mother Rebekah, the scripture says that Jacob grabbed the heel of Esau in the womb because he wanted to come out first. But it was a battle going on with two nations even when they were being born. Because that's another name for Jacob, heel grabber. And when you grab somebody's heel, as the enemy was going to grab the heels of the original people, why you keep saying that? Because you got to recognize the geographical location of where this was going down. Africa is the birthplace of humanity. This was going down with you as originals, dealing with a race of serpents. And so it is the seed, heel is the seed, the heel, to restrain, as if holding back, to supplant. The hostility would be between the children of the serpent and the children coming forth from the woman. Listen up, sisters, you got to hear how important you are in the plan of the Most High. You cannot have a creator, a God, a divinity that's just male. See? And so, but folk could get mad at us when we say mother, father. The creator has to have feminine attributes in order to bring forth someone that's feminine. But scriptures are written by people that was throwing away the matriarchal and turn it into a patriarchal. It wasn't about the divine feminine, it was about the man. You need more proof? Look at some of the statues in Greece. You haven't looked at those? They're celebrating men. They celebrate men-boy love. This is what they celebrate. That's why their statues are of men. Naked men, that's right. Celebrating men. This is where, what am I looking for? I can't think of it right now. But this is where the worship of men came into play. Men worshiping men. And when you worship another man, you want to be close to that man as you can be. This is where all this perversion and exploitation came from. Are y'all still there? So this is not a battle, as I said earlier, between God and the devil. It ain't got nothing to do with God and the devil. It has everything to do with the devil's seed and the seed of the woman. And when he talked about bruising the heel of the original seed, we know from our day living that this was going to be successful. These devils were going to be able to bruise the heel because it was said, it was spoken. Bruise the heel, what does it mean? To hold you back. To hold back the original seed. To hold you back and to keep you from being everything you was placed here to be. That comes out of the word supplant. That was connected to the word heel. Bruising our heel means to supplant. It means to take the place of. When you supplant something, you take the place of it. You supersede, especially through force, or plotting to remove or uproot in order to replace with something else. We are dealing today with a stolen legacy. We're dealing today with a stolen identity because these devils came to replace us. to hold us back and to replace us and do what they could to take our position. This is why in the Bible, in Revelations 2:10, in Revelations 3:9, it talks about these people that say they are Jews and they are not. They are here masquerading as you. Because they came here to supplant and to take your place. And we heard this from Yeshua, from Jesus. The thief comes not but to do what? To do what? Steal what? See, a lot of us don't know what was stolen. Your identity was stolen. Came here to displace you, to supplant you, hold you back. And that's why people get mad at me, because I tell them in a minute. I talked to a doctor of education yesterday when we were sitting at the same table at the honoring of pastor and the other women. And I tell people the same thing I talk about in this ministry. I said, my people are at the bottom. My people are at the bottom. He's black like me, and I reminded him. I said, we at the bottom. Who gonna help us to get from the bottom if I don't help them? The people that put us on the bottom ain't gonna help us. Am I right about it? They ain't helped us up to this point. So who's gonna roll up their sleeve and say, I got to do something to help get my folk from off the bottom? And you can call me anything you want to, because they want to label you when you're concerned about your own. But they don't label anybody else when they're concerned about their own. But they always want to label us. But I'm telling you, I tell everybody I meet, when they say, tell me something about your ministry, I said, I'm concerned about when I'm done preaching, that the people walk out of the door and understand who they are and learn how to live. I tell it to anybody, stranger, it don't matter. I want you to know me right off the top, because you may not never want to come to my church. So let me tell you what I do. I help my people get from off the bottom. And I kept telling them, I said, we at the bottom. Who's supposed to help me get from the bottom? When I went to Kentucky years ago, me and Pastor went to Kentucky to help out down there. They have a place there in Kentucky called the Bottom. Guess who lives there? They call it the Bottom. See, so folk that look like me may not appreciate things that I say, but I really don't care. Because it's my job to help get my people off the bottom. And the only way you're going to get from off the bottom, because you got there by lies. So if you want to get from the bottom to the place you belong, you got to tell the truth, because the scripture says the truth will make you. So why am I going to be standing up here perpetuating the lie that put us on the bottom? Happy Mother's Day.